Srila Gurudev said to me once, and it's forever ringing in my ears, and with him sitting on his veranda in Calcutta, and beneath the framed sloka of Shikshastakam of Mahaprabhu, Trinadapi Sunichena Tororapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. So many times he invoked the substance of this sloka. Humility, being humble, more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, and giving honor to others without expecting any honor in return. And on this particular occasion, he said, my religion is finding fault with myself. Right? Very simple, succinct, and profound statement. My religion is finding fault with myself. This is the path to self-improvement, by looking outward into the environment, casting blame on the environment or other people, the actors within that environment, circumstances, all of these excuses that we can make for adopting something less than proper behavior, the excuses that we can make for not practicing Vaishnava religion, which Gurudev summed up in that my religion is finding fault for myself, and alluding to what is expressed by Mahaprabhu. And sometimes Srila Gurudev would say on the amanina manadena aspect, meaning offering respect to others without expecting any in return. He said, even those who are not worthy of respect, or we could say, who are apparently not worthy of respect. Just as it's easy to be tolerant when things are tolerable. It's easy to be humble in certain circumstances. So it's easy to give honor to those who are worthy of honor. But it's difficult to practice humility when our ego is being crushed. Right? Or we feel we're being insulted or not recognized. And the Tororapi Sahishnuna, even more tolerant than a tree, Srila Guru Maharaj said that the tree, someone is cutting down a tree, and they're sawing a tree or chopping it down, and while they're doing that, the tree is providing shade to them. That sort of conception of toleration is being invoked, that in the midst of being assaulted, attacked, dealt with unfairly, whatever the case might be, the heading might be, still offering shade, shelter. Right? Like we see sometimes children on the lap of the mother, or they're kicking the mother, or they're doing things if you were older would be objectionable. But they're being tolerated because of love and affection, and like, what did Gurudev compare it to also? He said, like, stool being passed. Sometimes they're passing stool on the parent. That is not a case for getting rid of the child. He said so, but he used this in the context of the guru and the disciple. Devotee will think, Krishna's in the background. For some reason, he's letting me hear something or observe something, for my own internal correction. I'm not here to correct others, I'm here to correct myself. Right? And Gurudev said himself once too, he said, I'm thinking, if someone is doing wrong, but they are sincere, he said, then I'm thinking they're getting inspiration for internal correction. So he's delaying correcting them, thinking, they're a sincere person, they're hearing the voice, Chaitya Guru, within their conscience, Chaitya Guru by extension, and getting the inspiration for inner correction. So, again, my religion, finding fault with myself, that we can do. Guru Maharaj said sometimes, quoting the observations of another man, summarizing, saying, there was the message of Bhagavad Gita, don't quarrel with the environment, correct yourself, heal thyself. So, that's our position. But what we find intolerable is the blasphemy of other devotees, not ourselves. That we can tolerate and think it is deserved. But of other devotees, Krishna, that's the first offense to the holy name. The very first. Right? Krishna won't tolerate that. And so we don't tolerate that either. If we can't do anything about it, we withdraw from the situation. Right? As Saraswati Thakur, he said in Radha Kunda, if I was just here doing my own bhajan and someone said something unfortunate, would I just withdraw from there and go, I wouldn't make an issue about it. But I'm here on the role as an acharya, so I have to. And actually, when Gurudev told me this, there was someone I couldn't tolerate. They were offending some other dear devotees of Gurudev. But Avadut Maharaj and Gurudev were tolerating. So I thought, there's something wrong with me. So I'm going to try and adjust myself. Because I got Gurudev and Avadut Maharaj, they're tolerating, but I can't tolerate. So I'm going to adjust and be like them. So I met with this person and readjusted myself, and I was very proud and happy of myself, and I couldn't wait. And then Gurudev came in, and I'm like so proud, like a peacock, and I said, Maharaj, and I said, now I'm also seeing that person like you, and I would do it, Maharaj, the way you were saying, I'm also seeing like that. I've changed my position. Like, aren't I a good boy, And Gurudev looked at me and he goes, I can never say that. I'm like, what? I thought this. And that's when he said, finding fault with Vaishnavas. He went through the whole list. This is intolerable. He said, my religion is finding fault with myself, not casting blame on others, the environment. That's why, ultimately, who are we trying to please? And this is the part that's easy to say, but the bitter pill to swallow. We're trying to please Krishna and his devotees. And the ultimate devotee, Radharani, says, if pleasing them involves me being unhappy on any level, I'm okay with that. I want them to be happy. So that'll be our consideration. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Vaishnava, what is them. Vaishnavi Pratishtatati Korunishta. What makes them happy? Not an egocentric way of viewing everything, but theocentric, guru-centric. Hare Krishna.